Is this the year that you finally get a home of your very own and the keys to that home of your very own? Is this the year? If it is, listen up. If that's your goal, listen up. I'm Rose Cabral, real estate change agent, and I'm going to share with you 3 things to do before you go to that open house this weekend. And I know because you all tell me that you love going to open houses just to see, just to imagine, just to, just for fun on a weekend. And that's great. I love that. But if you are serious about getting a home, I want you to do these 3 things for me. Are you ready? Let's go. Number 1, I want you to really visualize what your home looks like, where it is, what type of home it is, what does it have in it? Does it have a 1-story, 2-story? Does it have a fireplace? Does it have a pool? Does it have a garage? Is it a townhome? Is it a condo? Is it a detached home? Um, is it a tiny home? Those are pretty cool. So I want you to visualize what your house looks like. And one cool way to do that is by creating a vision board. This is a vision board that I created a long time ago, but you might put things on it like a key because most houses you have to get a key to get in them. You might put different words that you want in your neighborhood. You might put the style of home. You might put where it's near, a park, urban farm, cycling. So create a vision board. The other important piece of this is to talk with other people who you might be living with. This could be a spouse, a partner, a child, a relative, a friend, basically anyone that you might be living with. And if there are multiple people, my recommendation is to get these everyone together. Maybe everyone creates their own vision board, and then maybe you all create one vision board together for what your dream home looks like as a group of people. So that's step 1. Really having a vision of what this next place that you want to be in looks like. And also, you can think about where you are currently staying, the place where you are now. What do you like about it? What do you not like about it? What do you really love and you want to have that in your next place? Maybe you have big windows and the light streams through them and you want to have that in your next spot. Maybe it has carpet and you're like, I don't want carpet. That's too much cleaning for me. Okay, fair. So, really think about where you are and also the location that you are in. Maybe you love your neighborhood and you don't want to move far. You have a park down the street, you have a coffee shop that you love, and you don't want to move that far away from it, or you want to move to a neighborhood that has similar things. Or maybe you are next to a freeway and it's really loud and you don't like it. And so you don't want to live your next space, you don't want it to be near a freeway. So, really starting to think about, and another thing you can do is go to these different neighborhoods and drive through these different neighborhoods at different times of day to figure out where you want to be, what you like. Because really, we can read about things, we can watch videos about things, but until we are actually in that physical environment, we don't actually know exactly how it feels. So that's step 1. Visualize, imagine your next spot that you want to live in. Number 2, let me check my notes. Okay, number 2, interview. So I want you to get out your clipboard and your pen, take notes, and I want you to ask multiple agents questions. You are interviewing this person to help you find your next spot. And so it's totally understandable that you work with somebody that you feel comfortable with, somebody that's authentic, somebody that's aligned with your values can also be good. Um, I love asking real estate agents questions like, how long have you been in real estate? Why did you get into real estate? That's a great one. Ask that one. Um, I've heard basically the same answer, but then there's like a couple answers that you'll hear. Um, yeah. The top answer that I hear, spoiler alert, is they got into it for money. So just see what they say. It's good to know. And money's not all bad, but I think you'll find out why someone got into something and if it aligns with your values and what you want to accomplish and get in your next spot. Um, Other good questions to ask real estate agents are what their availability is like. Are they going to be available during the times that you're available? Maybe you're only available on weekends. Are they available then? Or maybe you're only available on mornings on weekdays. Just make sure that your schedules will match up so that when want to look at the homes, they are available to show you the homes. Um, There are a lot more questions that you can ask. So maybe I'll do a video. I will do a video on all the questions to ask a real estate agent, but we'll start with those. And I want you to interview multiple people because you will learn from different people and everyone is different. And this person you might mesh really well with, and this other person you don't. So it's good to just see kind of a variety of what's out there. Most people know at least 8 real estate agents because we are everywhere. um, but you want to make sure that you're working with someone you're comfortable with. Knowing 8 agents means that you probably know like your uncle Bob's cousins, sisters, whoever, right? Who's a real estate agent, and they'll be like, you should work with them, which is fine, right? You could work with somebody you know, but I still would recommend you interview them so that you make sure that you are comfortable with them. That is the number one thing, is that you're comfortable with this person, you can communicate with this person, and you feel like they can communicate with you, and they can ultimately help you achieve your goal, which is to get a new spot to live. So, number 2 is interview real estate agents, plural, more than one. I tell that to people who are interviewing me. I say, hey, are you interviewing anyone else? And if they say no, I say, well, you might want to interview other people just so you know what's out there. And again, I like people to learn as much as possible. So, number 3, okay, so you visualized your house, you interviewed real estate agents. Number 3, you're going to choose one of those agents. One, you're going to choose one agent and you are going to commit to that agent by filling out an agreement that says, you are going to be my real estate agent. Here's what I expect of you. There's a form for this. Just so you're all on the same page and it's clear that that person is your agent and you have an agent, and you're ready to go look at houses. And once you have your agent, yay, super exciting. You're going to want to look at your finances to make sure that you can afford a house that you want. So you're going to want to look at your budget that you currently have, look at what your current rent is, if you're paying rent, or look, do your budget. People say that all the time, and then, not everybody does it. So put together your budget, see what your housing expense can be that you feel comfortable with. And then either the real estate agent that you have selected to work with can give you some options for talking to a lender. You can also interview multiple lenders to make sure you're working with somebody you feel comfortable with. And you're going to want to get pre-approved for a loan because you're going to need that when you find the house to submit an offer. So it is tedious, it is annoying having to give them all your information. Just do it. Because if you do it up front, you'll be ready for when you find that house that you love. And you'll be ready to write a really strong, hopefully, offer on that house. Okay. So again, number one, interview multiple agents. No. See, I messed up. Number one, visualize your house. Really visualize and talk with the other people who are going to be living there. This is part of manifesting your house too, I believe, because you're telling the universe, like, this is what I want, and the universe listens. Number two is you're going to interview agents, multiple agents, and ask them questions. Number three is you're going to get your budget and your finances in order so you can get a loan if you need to get a loan, or just make sure that all of your finances are figured out to purchase that house that you're going to buy. So those are the three things. If this is the year for you to get a house of your own, I highly recommend it. Just because I feel like every year we say it's been a little bit chaotic here, especially in America. And I think 2025 will be chaotic, but I also think it's possible for you to have a place where you feel safe and stable at home. So the whole world may be chaotic, but my goal is for you to have a place where you feel safe and stable at home. And that can be your spot to kind of like rest and reflect and recharge away from the chaos of the world. So, if that is your goal, then please continue to watch my videos. My goal is to demystify real estate. And I love sharing all the knowledge I have. I have over 13 years of experience in real estate, and I have seen a lot. And I will share it because I feel like it's too confusing and complicated, and it doesn't need to be. So that's what my goal. Um, and I know I said at the top of this, do these three things before you go to that open house. And the reason I said that is because once you go to that open house and you fall in love with the open house, it's going to be a scramble to get all this stuff done. And you might not be able to submit an offer for that house, and you might lose it and miss out. And that could be very disappointing. So my wish for you is to get all of these three things done and in order. And once you do that, the universe will match you, and the universe will say, okay, you've told me what house you want. You've told me how much budget you have. You've figured out your team that you're going to work with. So here is your house, and it will match up. I've seen it happen so many times. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, if you want to learn more, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to share a lot more videos this year. That is my goal for 2025, is to get as much information to you as possible. If you have further questions, please leave them in the comments. And here's to you getting your keys in 2025 to your dream home, whatever that looks like to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.